is Violet Goody, and I'm a senior majoring in Media Arts and Communications with a focus in photography.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah Billings. I'm a Media Art and Communications major, and I'm a senior this year.
I'm Marissa Manzanas, and I'm a senior right now in graphic design.
What inspired me to attend LVA is I also went to Keio Kanitsun, and it was kind of, everybody always talked about LVA. It was always like the dream for me in middle school, and so I was very excited to get the chance to audition. And I was shocked when I got in. I was really excited about it, and yeah.
I remember my 8th grade year, I knew I didn't want to go to my zone school, and what started it was I was on LVA Stuco's account, like on Instagram, and I was like, wow, they just look so put together, like they have so many events, and I knew I wanted to go. And then my mom encouraged me, and she was like, you know, go for it, like you never know. And then I filled out the application, and here I am. So.
In freshman year, I was actually at my zone school, and that's where I just kind of learned that I loved going into art and designing on computers. So I found out about LVA, and that's when I auditioned.
In so many ways, honestly, I feel like I originally had a view for how I thought it would look, and it's changed in so many great ways. I've gotten to explore so many different sides of media. I've gotten to do like all different kinds of like broadcasts, writing. I've gotten to explore leadership positions, which has been really great. And you really just get to do everything and learn so many different sides to it. And so I've grown my skill set in so many different fun ways, and it's been a great journey.
I feel like the big thing for me about LVA is that everyone wants to be here, and so like it's kind of encouraging not only with your teachers but also the student body. Like I feel like we push each other to be better, and yeah, so every day, no matter what I'm in, whether it's my academics, my media classes, like everyone is just a family and we work so well together. So
attending LVA really helped me as an artist. You always get critiqued on your works, and it's not to be mean, but it's just to help you improve your composition or your skills and how to be better for the future. And I've just become so much better as a graphic designer. If you compare my works then and now, it's like night and day.
So we do go on a lot of trips, and I think my favorite was my sophomore year. We went to Kansas City for a yearbook camp, and at the time I didn't know any of the girls that I went with. There was 4 of us, and we kind of just got thrown into this hotel room, but we just grew so close, and I feel like because of how much we trusted each other, we produced some great work, and we ended up like scrapping our yearbook theme that year and started completely from fresh in the middle of the year, and it turned into an amazing book. It's won awards, and it's something that we're still proud of to this day.
I would say the great thing about journalism is that it's a new experience every day, because not only you kind of get to cover whatever you want. So it's whether you're doing a piece on theater or like you're surrounded by so much art at LVA, and you get to be the person covering that, and that's so much fun. You get to see different things and show like the behind the lens side of it, and then you also get to choose how you want to tell that story, whether that's a photo essay or doing a video piece, and so many different sides to media, which is really fun.
Some of the most memorable experiences just includes being with my friends in the print shop, or we're in Skills USA, so we went to competition in Reno and we competed for our school, and we won gold and silver and bronze, and it was just so memorable being able to go compete with them and represent LVA.
So with the MAC major, you either have a focus in graphic design, videography, or photography. And so in graphic design, there's a great program because it actually used to be a major itself, and so media arts really incorporates it all. So it has the 3 different sections are almost kind of like 3 different majors combined into one. So even if you're doing one, you'll still get experience in all 3. But for graphic design, we have great computers and everything, and you get to learn the whole system of designing all different kinds of things through graphic design. Videography, you'll get to do all sorts of different film aspects, and you get to learn how to shoot video, how to edit, how to direct. You really get to take the side that you want to take in different things and of the creative process. And then photography, you'll learn film and digital, and you get to really learn all different aspects of it.
So we do all different sorts of media. So me personally, I'm in the yearbook class, which is an elective. You don't have to take that, but I feel like all of the skills that I already have help me a lot in that class. But I write stories for the student newspaper. I have an emphasis in photography, so I have that class as well. And I feel like if anything, like when you think of the Mac major, just think of like the behind the scenes. So obviously like you have like theater tech and they do like the stuff for shows, but we are the people that are advertising, what's going on at LVA, and just really showing everyone what they can expect from the school. As a Mac major, you literally have experience in anything having to do with media. So like we have our newspaper, which is journalism. We have photo, graphic design. There's a marketing class that you can take. And honestly, at the end of it, like you should be able to create a package using all of those skills, whether you took yearbook or maybe you took film studies. All of those things make you a well-rounded student, and it gives you opportunities that not everyone may have, because maybe someone only took journalism, but you have experience in all of those classes and you can really market yourself to be something that people are really looking for. If there's anyone that I could like really point out, it'd probably be Miss Strail. I've had her all 4 years, and I feel like she really pushes me to my full potential. And I didn't take media arts like the first year that I was like considered to be in the major, and she's really caught me up. She's encouraged me. Every time I do something new, she's like, okay, that's good, but like it can be better. And sometimes it's annoying, but like honestly, it's probably why I've gotten as far as I have, so I'm just really thankful for her.
One of the projects that I'm most proud of, it was last year actually, is when I wrote the article. I wrote the article about Matthew Gray Gubler, one of our most famous alumni. And it was really fun. We got to meet him and talk to him, and that was a great experience. I felt so lucky, and it was a lot of hard work, but it really paid off in the end. And then this summer it was actually recognized for Best of Snow People's Choice Awards. So SNOW stands for Student News Organization. And then People's Choice Awards meant that it was the most viewed article nationwide. So that was really cool and exciting to be able to be recognized for that after having the initial excitement of getting to do it in the first place. And it was all really great to see that your hard work pays off and that people really are seeing the things you do. And so that's part of media arts and communications, is getting to do it is such a fun process. But then once it's out there, you're actually sending the world a message and you're making your impact. And that's really nice. Collaboration is so important. So in the media arts and communications class, the journalism class basically, you have your beat, and so you'll be collaborating with people all the time for your beat because it's like a group project. A beat basically, you work on a set topic. So like whether it's you're covering the student council stuff that happens every month, or if you're doing theater, you're covering the plays and the shows that are happening that month or that quarter of the year. And so you're collaborating with a bunch of different people, and you'll get an experience to take each side. So maybe one time you're doing leadership, another time you're going to be the one writing, another time you're going to be the one doing the photography. And you have to learn all those aspects, but then also just how to collaborate with everybody else and finding like how you work with everybody to make sure that all those different aspects come together and make something cohesive. And yeah, journalism is a lot of partnership, because a lot of times it's a lot to have on your plate when you're making like a multimedia piece of all those different aspects. So you have to rely on other people a little bit, and then also help learn how to be a leader as well.
We have the only print shop in Nevada at our school in-house. So it's just so amazing to be able to have those skills. We have a large printer to print out large vinyls. We use adhesive rolls so we can put it on the walls. We can also make foam boards. We can mount them. We can laminate them and just make everything look so nice and professional, because they're like industry standard. And we also have a die cut machine, which means we can cut out certain shapes out of the vinyls to make stickers. And we also have the screen printing machines, so we're able to make our own posters and our customized t-shirts.
I'd really like to major in journalism in college next year. And then yeah, I don't really know if I want to do broadcast or photography, but those are two of my favorites. I love the theater side of things, so maybe broadcasting is in my future, but yeah. Really
For me personally, I want to get into business and marketing. I was inspired to do that because with graphic design, it's kind of a competitive field, but I wanted to continue in the path of working with clients and making sure they get what they want in terms of just marketing themselves. With graphic design, you always have a goal in mind, and with marketing, those kind of skills that you learn is applicable to what you do in that field.
So after I graduate, the plan is to continue my studies, whether that means as a communications major with an emphasis in journalism, but I really do think communication gives you like a broader perspective, I guess is what I want to say, because when you're doing journalism, obviously you write the news, but I think it's really interesting, or I find media very interesting. I like PR, I like just photography, I like all aspects of it. And honestly, my favorite part is being well-rounded. Like, I like knowing that I can do pretty much anything myself and I don't have to rely on getting a videographer or a photographer, because that's me, I do it all, so.
It's just so great to see everyone's works up on the walls because it's an art school, and it's just so amazing being immersed in that kind of culture and being reminded that you're here for your passion and everyone else is supportive of that.
I think the best way to sum up the Mac major is basically we are the hub for all things content. So whether that means photography, whether that means you're doing film, whether that means you're covering what's going on like at a school event, everything that we do revolves around getting news out to people that are like looking at our Instagrams, our websites, stuff like that. So we really represent the school, and if that's something you're interested in, like, it's definitely something I'd recommend.
Somebody interested in the Mac major, I would say definitely go for it, because it's for so many different kinds of people. You may see it as one thing, but there's so much freedom within it. Like, if you're passionate about really anything, you can find that in journalism, and you have so much freedom in this major to write about what you want and tell a story in the way that you want. And also, if you think that you don't know everything about journalism, I would say don't let that set you back, because there's so much opportunity for growth and learning. And if you have the passion for it, then you can easily just be a hard worker and you'll learn it and find what you're good at.
I think the biggest thing is the content creation. Like, if that's something that you find interesting, whether it means like, I know TikTok is booming now, Instagram, stuff like that. I think the Mac major, the important thing to remember is that it takes you deeper. So like, obviously TikTok they're like 10-second videos, but you don't see what comes like behind that and everything, like the work that it takes to make that, and that's what we teach you. So I would say, like, if this is something that you're interested in, or even if you have like the small little like, maybe that's something I would actually be good at, like, I think this is the best major because you're not tied down to one thing. You can find your way. Like, obviously I started as a photography emphasis, or I have an emphasis in photography, but now I'm like, oh, broadcast is kind of interesting. Like, maybe I want to do film a little bit, or maybe I want to do marketing a little bit. Like, you don't have to be in a box. Like, there's space and there's room in Mac to grow and figure out what's best for you.